Hello everyone, my name is Mr. T, and today we're going to be learning about cats. Now cats are wonderful creatures that make wonderful pets, depending upon the types of animals that you like. I know there's some people who prefer dogs over cats. I am one who loves dogs. I've had a cat in the past before. The cat's name was Nikki. She was a wonderful cat, but I have this affinity for dogs that I just absolutely love. So, in today's lesson, we're going to be learning about cats. And specifically, we're going to be learning about domesticated cats. Now, there's a big difference in between a domesticated cat, meaning like a house cat, versus a cat that you would find in the wild, such as the tigers, which we learned in a previous video. Could be a bobcat, a cougar. There's so many different types of cats out there. So today we're going to be talking about the most common cat, the domesticated cat, or the house cat. Okay, as far as the builds go for this cat build, it's not overly difficult, but it does have some tricky parts to it. The first part that you're going to want to pop out is going to be the piece that has the tail connected to it. It's located roughly in the middle out of all the other pieces, so go ahead and pop that one out now. This is that piece right here. Go ahead and set this one aside. We will come back to that here in a moment. The other pieces that we want to pop out are going to be, go ahead and grab this piece. You should also have 3 pieces that look like this thick kind of pick / guard. You have 3 holes. The one with the tail goes into the center hole. And I'm gonna go ahead and start with mine just like that. Basically slid it in there. Go ahead and slide the other 2, one here and one here. And these are gonna be the larger 3. Once you have those larger 3 pieces into place, go ahead and grab the left and the right pieces of the sheep shape. On mine got cut off a little bit if you compare one to the other. Again, I was using recycled cardboard, so the cardboard I had was a little bit short on this end, but it's still usable. I try to make sure that the items are positioned in a manner that way you can still get the full value out of it as far as the model goes, and it'll still be identifiable. So I went ahead and I slid the first panel together to make the body. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the back side. Just like that. And I'm going to insert the third one back here since I was a little slow to do that, but that's okay. Oops. Okay, now that I have these 3 pieces, 1, 2, and 3, all connected, we're going to go ahead and put the shoulder piece in first. It is the smaller looking comb out of the 3. You're going to carefully hold the cat with one end. We're going to have this little spacing right here. That way we can slide the guard into the back like that right there. We're going to do the same thing for the ear pieces, so go ahead and pop those 2 out. Again, it was a smaller looking comb or pick one, as well as the cat head that looks like this. You're gonna basically hold the cat by its body and kind of in its neck area. Make sure there's a little bit of space in there. We're gonna take our time, slide that into place, and push it down right on the back of the ears, and it should slide right into place just like that. So if we take a look at the positioning and the model of the cat, it is starting to look like a cat. So for the last pieces that we're gonna need, or the two pieces that you should have left, which will be the cat's legs. Obviously the paws face forward. We don't have any cats that have paws facing backwards. Their paws don't really flex like that, unfortunately. Paws facing forward, so these two face this way. This is the front, and it's hard to tell on this back one, but this front paw faces forward too. If you wanted to put it like this, that's fine. If you wanted to make this one left and this one right, that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and make the outstretched one the right side. So it'll be on this back side just like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold my cat upside down. I'm gonna make sure that these three teeth right there are lined up just like they are. I'm gonna carefully put it into place, take my time, and apply a little bit of pressure. That way they can lock in just like that. It's looking from the bottom, looking from the top. Let's do our last pair of legs. Again, hold it upside down, look for the teeth, make sure the paws are facing in the right direction. And we're gonna carefully slide it into these teeth right here. We're gonna make sure all three of them are lined up, which they are. We're gonna take our time and slide them into place. Now, once you have, oops. Now once you have all those pieces together, it should stand up on its own. There's one thing that's very unique about this one compared to the other models that you've done in the past. Obviously it's providing us with a quality model. If we take a look at it from the front, from the diagonal or the side, it does give a fairly detailed silhouette of the cat. The one thing that I dislike about this particular design is it's not as sturdy or as strong as some of the other models. So for the instructors and site directors, if you do put this one together, something to forewarn your students after it's completely assembled, if they have access to Elmer's glue and a Q-tip, I would highly recommend that you try gluing some of these joints together. They don't need a lot of glue in order to get it to stick. They can also paint it as well if they want to do a black cat or a white cat, orange, red, or maybe a blue cat. That sounds kind of fun too. The paint will help all the joints to stay together, but as far as the designs go, this one does not lock together as strongly as, say, the penguin or the snail or any of those other ones. It gives you a highly detailed design, but again, they have the tendency to kind of fall apart if students are considerably rough with it. I hope you had a lot of fun putting this together, and let's go to our facts about cats. So today we learned quite a bit about cats. Lots of good things. Cats are very adorable, very loving, and they can be wonderful pets. One thing I would like to announce along with this educational video is for the sites that I've been providing the free STEM kits to, one thing that I'm doing for the year 2021 for the sites that have been receiving this video, for the first 20 families who adopt a cat from the Nebraska Humane Society will receive reimbursement for their adoption fee Now there will be particular stipulations put in place to make sure that the people who adopt these animals are serious about their adoption. When adopting any pet or animal, it's extremely important that you not only take time to consider if your home is an acceptable location for a pet, if you can handle the responsibility, if you have the time to take care of the pet as well. Now again, this will be limited to 1 cat per family, so if you end up adopting 4 cats at your house, you can only receive reimbursement for 1 adoption. Again, this is something that you should deeply consider and speak with your parents and or guardian with about. Make sure that you have a house that's ready to take an animal. If you're living at a house or renting a house or staying at an apartment, are pets even allowed at that location? Making sure that you have the time available to properly take care of your new pet. And of course, the financial stability to be able to feed it and get its necessary shots. I'll be sending a formal email to the sites that I've been providing these STEM kits to. If you have any families that are considering adopting any pets within the next few months, please let me know. I am willing again to reimburse the first 20 families who adopt an animal from the Nebraska Humane Society. After the 30 days, you can receive reimbursement, just because I want to make sure that the families that are adopting their pets are dedicated to keeping them in a safe and loving home. I appreciate everyone watching today. I hope you had a lot of fun making your cat models, and hopefully today you learned something new about domesticated cats. This is Mr. T, and I'll see you next time.